All right, we're going to do a simple one. I did a video on how every day should be Draw Muhammad Day until everybody gets desensitized to the point that their oversensitivities don't mean anything. In the same way that I don't like the following things. People lying about gravity. Now, I know that doesn't make any sense here, but I'll get to it in a moment. Every day that I go on the internet and look up some geek comedic website, it makes fun of physics. I'm happier. I like comic strips that make fun of the fact that science is not perfect, that we have uncertainty principles. In fact, it's literally called the uncertainty principle. We make jokes about Schrodinger's cat, even mythology about it. Taking things too seriously is stupid. At one time, pointing out the fact that the Earth orbited the sun and not the other way around would get you killed, not because it wasn't true, which should be the only thing an atheist science buff like myself should ever care about. It was because it meant that we could not claim to be a special place in the universe at all. If we're not the center of at least our solar system, we're not the center of the universe. You're crazy. There's no freaking way people should draw inflammatory images of the Prophet Muhammad. Peace be unto him. No. The religion that has adopted him as their hood ornament and nothing else constantly calls themselves, we jokingly call it that, the religion of peace. It is. The average Muslim has no interest in starting a war that's not productive. Religious leaders, just like political leaders, start wars. Me and my next door neighbor might have an argument over a cactus out in the middle of the desert if that's all we have to eat. But that would be somewhat reasonable. Warriors and military people and generals and some really good ones, I could name off dozens of them, would avoid a war because it's costly. There has to be some great benefit to it. But leaders, they don't ever have to put up or shut up. They're quite willing to kill us all off so that they can have a dick-waving contest. And when your religion, not if, but when any of your religions or any of your belief systems, political, ideological, even scientific belief systems, get to the point that people are willing to kill somebody with no gain whatsoever to them, that's when you have a couple of choices. Like some people say, I laugh because I can't cry anymore. You make fun of them. You mock them. You belittle them. Adolf Hitler is a joke. But on Twitter, we don't want that. No. He's a joke. Make fun of him. Monty Python the shit out of Adolf Hitler. And everybody who follows him. Dressing up like that idiot. Paper hanger. You want to be taken seriously while wearing that outfit? I'm going to kick you in the butt. Not going to hurt you. Just going to make fun of you. We all do. Because you're the losers of a world war. If you want to reenact this, that's great. Go out and cosplay being Nazis. You're the losers. You're trying to be the losers. I'd make a Harlem Globetrotters versus the other team that we keep forgetting the name of joke, but even they have more merit than the Nazis. Yes, I'm not taking Nazis seriously. And you know what happened when we didn't take Nazis seriously? It worked. They fucking would hide that they were Nazis because it didn't have a stigma of evil. It had a stigma of, you're the failures of history. You guys couldn't fucking knuckle drag yourself into a decent war correctly. Now, obviously, the fact is that the German military, like with Rommel, was an impressive and deadly effective military. But the Nazis were a joke. They were so obsessed with bureaucracy, they kept records that convicted them. They weren't even smart as criminals. They're an example of a heartless bureaucracy turning into an evil war machine, the worst kind. Any decent warrior, military person, even a military person for hire, has more dignity and respect for themselves than to be that damn lame. Go ahead and cosplay being a Nazi. We'll point and laugh. We're not going to take you seriously because we're America We're one of many countries that kicked your ass, getting in line to do so. Ha ha ha. That is something that neo-Nazis cannot fucking stand. They want fear. You can't have it because we make fun of you. We have Bugs Bunny goose-stepping, joking about you in old cartoons. But somebody got oversensitive and empowered the Nazis. Walk into reality. We make fun, you're not aware of it, us geek culture people, of the Bavarian Illuminati. Not because it was effective or dangerous. It wasn't any of those things. It was yet another Enlightenment movement. It's because people gave it power. Because people were scared of the Bavarian Illuminati that was hunted down and destroyed. It became literally pure mythology. It was just a bunch of people running around in coffee shops talking up a storm about how the world was going to change in the 1700s. And you know what fucking happened? It did. They just didn't get to do it because the king of their country had them hunted down and killed. That didn't happen in America, and in case you haven't noticed it, that's why America's here. That's what scares the people who want to scare you. The boogeymen in the world can't win if you're pointing and laughing. Why? Because they deserve to be laughed at. 90% of the advantage of a terrorist organization, 90 or more, is their ability to instill fear. So I will draw inflammatory images of Adolf Hitler. I will make fun of Muhammad. I will make fun of Jesus. There's a tiny number of Jesus believers that will get mad at you. I will make a version of the flag that's gayed up as hell to piss off that kind of person that doesn't understand what that flag stands for. I'm not going to burn a real flag. I'll make a mockery version of a flag. Won't burn it even. I'm an American. And in America, we're allowed to do things that get oversensitive little shits angry so we can identify them. And then we mock them further. And we take away their power by pointing and laughing. And if one of them assaults us, we just dogpile them and strip them naked and paint them purple. Whatever we want to. We don't hurt them. They're not worth hurting. Neo-Nazis aren't frightening. Neo-Nazis are wusses. They're little babies. Donald Trump is not impressive. He isn't. He's an old man who lost a shit ton of money, literally $10 million, no, $10 billion or something like that, over I don't even know how long. He lost $1 billion in 10 years or something like that. He still owes $400,000. He's a financial failure. He's famous. He actually did some things. But he has very little to show for it. But he's not impressive or scary. Him threatening anything is a joke. 90% of the time, he can't even do any of the things he's claiming he's doing. He's like that guy up the street that boasts about how his dad's going to kick your dad's ass. It's not relevant. I laugh at Donald Trump. There's no freaking way people should draw inflammatory images of Muhammad. They'll end up dead. So this person tells me that the price for making fun of your weak, insignificant prophet, there's thousands of people who are prophets, Muhammad, is that I'm to be murdered. And you don't think I'm going to make another video pointing out that the most terrifying thing about my previous video is that I told people to mock your oversensitivity point, to poke that button. Ideological and social sensitivities are important. I understand that. We shouldn't literally torment people. But if your entire religion is based on threatening to kill people because you don't want them making fun of you, people should make fun of you 24/7 until you fucking get over yourself, you stupid little bitch. These radicals aren't Muslims. Yes, they are. And you're giving them power. That's terrorism. They use Islam as a way to murder. They don't care who you are. Then let's disempower them. Every time they murder anybody, we put up more pictures of Muhammad. Make Muhammad the most famous prophet. Most of you don't even know there are other prophets. The hell, I have no problem taking anyone out unless we all gang fuck them in the street with bazookas. Well, bazooka bubble gum. No, seriously, stuff them from the wrong end with something. Make fun of them. Paint them purple. I respect what you're saying. No, you don't, because you didn't hear me. You ignored me. Disempowering a terrorist does not mean encouraging them to think they're getting away with something. Make fun of them. If I'm on an airplane and someone says they're hijacking it, they're a dead body. I will kill them. I don't have a reason to believe I'm going to survive. This bullshit on 9/11 took away my belief system that I can survive anything when someone says, don't panic. Fuck you. You're a dead man. Don't you dare hijack a plane I'm on. If you see me on it, just jump out the fucking airlock if we're in space. You're dead anyway. My entire existence at that point will be to die trying to make sure you can't hurt a single soul on that airplane. Fuck you! Yeah, this is post-traumatic stress syndrome turned into rage. Oh, let's cure it. No. No, let's not. Every terrorist needs to know that not only will we stop you, but if we are working together, we'll make sure you don't die. Oh no, you won't be graced to go to the afterlife. We'll feed you as much pork as possible and keep you alive for decades in a jail cell and make sure you're on television every night saying, I'm an Islamic terrorist and I'm really scary. That would do it. That would really beat the living shit out of your big, non-existent swinging dick. How fucking dare you tell me to fear a group of people who want me to fear them? Fuck you. If everyone does it, then they can't possibly kill everyone. But shit, that's madness. No, it's not. You're in the era of being trained to fear. You're in the era of learned helplessness. And you want to spread this, and you posted this. I'm 100% for freedom of speech. It's one thing to wholeheartedly believe in, but in my opinion, this would be suicide. It's only suicide if they get away with killing us all. If every single person in every country, especially Muslims, said, fuck you and your death sentence for all of this shit, and openly and defiantly said, no, I'm a real Muslim and you're not allowed to win, then this wouldn't happen anymore, because then Muslims would say, I know that fucker's planning an attack. I'm going to kill him by putting him through the worst kind of death possible. Public humiliation and jail. Y'all need to police yourself. Most of the people I'm talking about here are devout Muslims, or at least claim to be, or at least act like it. They're playing gatekeeper. I'm just going to assume you're intelligent as you sound and don't actually understand the issue. Yes, I fucking do. Our Prophet Muhammad has forbidden us from drawing him or anything relates to him. No, he didn't. That's a lie. That is literally dead-ass a lie. It's written up in your own works. You're not quoting the parts that were deleted later on. Yeah, you're reading an altered version. That it contained pictures of them. They were done in antiquity. This is a late model bullshit session. No, he didn't dictate you couldn't draw him because that doesn't make any sense. But let's see. He did not want to be an idol or god, but he's been turned into one by making him a forbidden image, a graven image. He accepted people love, not worship. Is for us someone we follow, his morals and teachings, and then you make him into an idol. You make him into a god instead of a blessed be his name. No. Why not we do this? Muhammad wrote some good stuff. He was wrong about some things. He wasn't perfect. He did some things that wouldn't be acceptable today. He was a human being, and he will not receive a special place in our hearts because his job, like Jesus, was to deliver a version of the truth, his teachings, so that we could learn from him. That's it. He's no better than your teacher in shop class. Making him more than that is exactly the opposite of what he wanted. Do you really believe by making his image sacred, you're not making him into an idol? Do not insult the prophets. Do not insult anyone. If Europe wants peace, they should respect the prophets. No, if they want peace, they will disempower the attackers by telling them you're a laughingstock and you defy your own beliefs. If the prophets were insulted, Europe would be in hell. Then they should be insulted nightly, every day, not just secular society. The only reason Christianity has been tamed is the people within it decided that being mass murderers made them look bad. You are propping up literal terrorism. Fuck you. Thanks for watching. Have a good day. Get a life with